at the Greater Portland area's only national park. The Historic Reserve right here in Fort Vancouver. We're on Officers Row with the Grand House behind us, built in 1849. So glad you're with us. I'm Ken Ackerman. This is Comcast Newsmakers. Well, Southwest Washington's only four-year public university is growing. We turn to Nancy Youlden, who is the Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs at Washington State University, Vancouver. So glad you're with us.
Nice to be here, Ken.
Well,
thank you much.
We talked a few years ago, and at that time, freshmen, sophomores couldn't get in at this campus. Things have changed a little bit.
Exactly. In the fall of 2006, we began offering freshman and sophomore courses, and it's really dramatically changed our campus. I think there's a different vitality when you bring 18 and 19-year-olds to your campus, and it's also impacted our services and our programming. We've really increased some of our student life opportunities on campus. We're expanding our fitness center right now. We have over 50 registered student organizations. Just a lot more going on campus, and the students are really demanding it.
So would you still consider it a commuter campus?
It's still a commuter campus because we don't have housing, but to be honest, I think that's the next part of our evolution in terms of having housing. I think the community and the region is once again saying, I'd like to send my son or daughter there, but I'd like them to have WSU or university housing.
Tell me about some of the programs that are unique to Washington State University here.
You bet. We have some of the programs that everybody knows about. We have 16 undergraduate programs and 10 MBA programs. I want to mention that just so people understand kind of the breadth and the type of offerings. But in terms of an innovative program, Digital Technology and Culture is a program that combines the arts, humanities, management information system, computer science. Great program, as you can imagine, very contemporary because it's an interdisciplinary program. It's an extremely popular program. Our students are partnering with the community and providing and helping nonprofits create websites. So it's a great program, and that's probably one of the best examples of an innovative program at WSU Vancouver.
When I think of WSU Vancouver, I think of a Portland State in a more urban setting, which gives it an entirely different feel, I would imagine.
I think it does. 351 acres. It used to be a dairy farm. It's a very rural setting, not far from a pretty urban area, and I've got to believe that that's conducive to learning and studying and growing as well.
Now, are students staying on campus more after classes? Are the clubs, I would imagine, are keeping them there? And it's probably adding some much-needed vitalization to the area.
There's no question about it. We have an on-campus sport court. We have a soccer field. We've got disc golf. So we have a number of things that are keeping students on campus, even though we are still a commuter campus.
Now, will any of the sports programs ever turn into anything else besides club sports?
I think there is that opportunity here. We should have a rowing team here. We've got the river, for heaven's sakes. I think down the road that's all possible. At this point, we're not on the cusp of that, but I certainly think it could be down the road.
When we talk about university of this size, it has to have a major impact on the region.
Absolutely it does. I found out recently that we are the 28th largest employer in Clark County. We've been here just a little over 20 years. Our faculty and staff are growing, so we're continuing to be a growing employer. That's because our student population is growing. In addition, many of our academic programs are partnering with the community, and I think that's really huge. We have a program called At Home at School that comes out of our education program, and they're working with the homeless youth, really trying to help them overcome systematic barriers. So one other point that's really interesting and I think important in this regard is 75% of our graduates stay in the region. So they're staying here, they're working, they're contributing to the workforce and to the economy, and also just the social fabric of Southwest Washington.
When we talk about students, let's talk about the number of students, and the alumni, as you just mentioned, is huge around here.
Absolutely. We now have over 3,000 students, and so really in the Portland, Vancouver metro area, we're getting to be one of the larger, maybe probably top 10 institutions. And in terms of alumni, we have a lot of alumni, and we have a lot of alumni that are from Pullman, but are finding that they like a local campus, and so they are supporting us as well.
All right, very good. Well, go Cougs. Can I say that?
Absolutely.
I'm not a Coug, but I can say that. Anyway,
say it.
Nancy Youlden, thank you very much for joining us. Some exciting changes at Washington State University, Vancouver, and we're learning more about it. Thank you very much for being here. We're at the Historic Reserve. You should come out with your family. Make it a great day.